Hi, I'm Lori, teen librarian from the Glenwood branch, and this is 5 in 5, where I showcase 5 different books in 5 minutes. This episode features books on the theme of perseverance, especially related to the Holocaust. You can check them all out using your Howard County Library card. Our first book is We Had to Be Brave by Deborah Hopkinson. Ruth David was growing up in a small village in Germany when Adolf Hitler rose to power in the 1930s. Under the Nazi Party, Jewish families like Ruth's experienced rising anti Semitic restrictions and attacks. Young people like Ruth David had to say goodbye to their families, unsure if they'd ever be reunited. Miles from home, the Kindertransport refugees like Ruth entered unrecognizable lives where food, clothes, and for many of them, language and religion, were startlingly new. Meanwhile, the onset of the war and the Holocaust visited unimaginable horrors on loved ones left behind. Somehow, these rescued children had to learn to look forward and to hope. The second book is Trapped in Hitler's Web by Marcia Skripek. This is a gripping story about the bonds of friendship forged in the perils of war. In the grip of World War II, Maria has realized that her Nazi-occupied Ukrainian town is no longer safe. Though she and her family might survive, her friend Nathan, who is Jewish, is in grave danger. So Maria and Nathan flee into the heart of Hitler's Reich in Austria. There, they hope to hide in plain sight by blending in with other foreign workers. But their plans are disrupted when they are separated, sent to work in different towns. With no way to communicate with Nathan, how can Maria keep him safe? And will they be able to escape Hitler's web of destruction? On to our third book, which is What the Night Sings by Vesper Stamper. Liberated from Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945, Gerda has lost her family and everything she knew. Without her papa, her music, or even her true identity, she must move past the task of surviving and on to living her life. Gerda meets Lev, a fellow survivor, and Micah, who helps Jews reach Palestine. With a newfound Jewish identity she never knew she had, and a return to the life of music she thought she had lost forever, Gerda must choose how to build a new future. The fourth book is My Real Name is Hannah by Tara Massey. This is inspired by the true story of Esther Sturma and her family, who survived underground for 511 days. It's 1941 and Hitler's army has crossed into Ukraine. And when the Germans arrived, a young Jewish girl, Hannah, had grown up splitting her time between playing with her siblings, sharing drawings with her friend Leon, and helping her neighbor dye decorative eggs. But now, she, Leon, and their families are forced into hiding, first in the woods outside of their town, then into caverns beneath it. They battle sickness and starvation, and the local peasants who join the Nazis in hunting Jews through the ravaged countryside. But at no time are they more tested than when Hannah's father, who briefly goes above ground to scavenge for food, goes missing, and suddenly it's on Hannah to find him and to find a way to keep her mother, brother, and sister alive. And now for our fifth book, They Went Left by Monica Hess. It's Germany, 1945, and the Gross Rosen concentration camp has been liberated. But nothing feels over to Sophia Lederin. 3 years ago, she and her younger brother Abek were the only members of their family to be sent to the right, away from the gas chambers of Auschwitz. Everyone else, parents, grandmother, Aunt Maya, went left. Sophia's last words to her brother were a promise to find him. That vow takes her through Poland and Germany and into a displaced persons camp, where everyone she meets is trying to piece together a future from a painful past. How can she find one boy in a sea of the missing? Use the link in the comments for a list of even more books available at Howard County Library on the theme of perseverance and the Holocaust. Thanks for watching this episode of 5 and 5. Take care.